Hello friends and welcome to the video. So it's Saturday evening and we're going to just explore an idea. What would it really be like to be enlightened? And when I say enlightened, not being identified with the body and mind, being identified with the ground of being instead. So with everything, with consciousness, pure consciousness, sakshi, all these words. What would it be like when you meet somebody else? Would it be, so first we'll look at solipsism. So would it be that you think, well, I'm the only person here, and I see that person is arising in my awareness, like in a dream. They're a patch of color, and they make noise. And if I press them, they restrict your press. And maybe they press back, and maybe they make more noise. But there's nobody in there. There's nobody home, so don't worry about pressing them too much. You can poke them as much as you like, until they poke back, and then you get in a fight. But yes, so is that the case? Is it that it's just you here? It's all inside your mind? Or is it maybe that's solipsism, more like analytic idealism from maybe Bernardo Kastrup's framework? So it's that I am looking out of my eyes through my mind, which is kind of a restriction. I've got my dashboard, my interface to the outside world, and the outside world's mental, and you also exist, the other person also exists, but they're the same, looking through their mind, the restrictions of their mind, or, they've got their own little dashboard and their interpretation of the world. But what's looking, because it comes from outside time and space, because time and space is part of the simulation, part of the dashboard, what you're looking, there's no separation of space and there's no separation of time, so therefore it's the same observer looking through everybody's eyes. So is that what's going on? You see somebody else and you know that they're the same thing as you. You share your being, you share your consciousness, but the restrictions of each other's minds makes it feel like you're different. So is that the way? Or we're going to look at how Jean Klein describes it, which I think is beautiful. So he says that there's no real meeting between two, identities, between two people, when you feel that you're separate. The only real meeting is in the absence of you and I, because you and I are superimposed on reality. What we're doing is we're living in a world furnished with concepts and objects, and these things block the love. I have my wall up and you have your wall up, and because we feel like we're vulnerable entities, separate entities, limited, we feel that all interactions between an object and an object, or a person and a person, is of asking. It's of wanting and demanding. There's no real love able there. It's only when you drop yourself that you can share this love. And we do see this. I mean, if you think of how you love your family, or I don't know, your loved one, or your dog, it is about letting go of yourself a bit. Of course, probably not as much as a non-dual guru might, but that's what it is. It's kind of accepting, compromising, all these things that they say you should do, and being open. And that's where you really connect. As much as you love the person, if you're still just, I want this, I need this is what I want to get out of the relationship, it's not love. So when we do meet someone and there is no person there, the personality may arise if you need to sign some documents, but it's not this thing that you really think is me. It's really real. It comes up. It doesn't have all the self-building parts to it. It just comes and then acts free of history, free of memory, and then goes away again. Well, free of psychological memory, not free of, chronological time. So it acts and it goes back. You go around and the ego may pop up to say that that's been done by the body and this, but you don't feel, but that also drops. And for the most of the time, you're living from this open awareness that accepts everything and makes space for everything. And when you meet somebody else, then, it could be two enlightened people meeting. There's no one here and there's no one there. And so we are just this space here. Or it could even be that Jean Klein speaks about when you meet somebody, you don't put your judgments on them. You don't define them as this. You're open. You, in fact, let them be open. And this is the same. There is no block between you and them. And what happens is the demanding becomes offering in that, because you are sharing this togetherness is a sense of love, and the demanding becomes offering and the asking becomes thanking. We start acting, or we don't even act. There's a spontaneous giving, and this giving comes from a position of no giver. It just happens. And when that giving is a deep thankfulness at this being that you're sharing, it's not about what I'm going to get or what they've got or what I'm going to give them, this interaction between two objects. It's just about this joy, this love of sharing, sharing this love, sharing this being together, this wonderful feeling that I'm sure everyone knows what I'm talking about. Well, I hope you do. Get a dog if you don't. So, tell me what you think. Jean Klein says that in society, people can't act from, even giving is hidden asking. So, because this is the position that we think we're in. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.